Okay, welcome to CDS Studios. This morning, what we are going to do, I'm using knitwear sweater design. I'm going to convert this and bring that up to the top so you can see it. So as you can see, at most, I need 122 needles. And I'm going to be doing the back of the sweater first. Okay? So over here, on this computer, I have two monitors. I've opened up my spreadsheet. This one is openoffice.org. Excel works fine with it too. I just don't have it on this computer. You're going to click this square. What that does, that'll highlight everything. Then come up under Format. Click Format, select Column, Width. Now with Excel, it's, you have to just play with the numbers sometimes. With OpenOffice, I'm going to do, I think it's 1.25 and get rid of the default. Yeah, see, that's too big. Excuse me, 0.25. That's a little bit better, but it's a little bit too small. Let me make it. Now I'm just scrolling. I've got the control key down and I'm scrolling forward. That's about the proportion of the needles. So this column is going to be my row. That's going to be what I'm going to keep track of my rows in. Now this one I'll make a little bit bigger. And the rows are coming down this way. This will be where I put my rows. This will be where I put my stitches. So I have 122 stitches. Now it's too big. So I make my font a little bit smaller, just enough to fit it in there. And I make a formula, which, let's see if I can bring you in a little bit, so you can see better what I'm doing. I think that's about as close as I can get. Yeah. So I'm going to create a formula, which is the equal sign. And then I click on where I type the 122. Then I enter the equal sign. You can see the formula right here. That's what I've typed. Then I hit the enter key. Okay, what did I do? Oh, yeah. Equal, pick up the 22, hit the enter, regroup. Let's do that again. Okay, we want to cast on 54 stitches, and I want to keep track of my numbers, so I typed in a 1. I go across to add 54 stitches. Okay, now these I am going to be moving them later, so that's not a, make them white. So alright, we're going to start on this end because I have to increase on the other side. So we will increase 1 stitch at each end of every 7th row. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we want it in red. And I want it bordered. So that is 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6. Now another thing you can do is just guess. So we have 1. Start it up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, now that that 14, remember, so that is, and at this point you can guess, see that's not quite right, so Control Z, come down 1, 7, 8, 9, 10, 4, okay, now we're going to shape the cat. Decrease 6 stitches, 3, 4, 5, 6, and next 2 rows. Decrease 1 stitch at each end of every second row. So I need 2, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 14, 14, 14. Sixteen, 17. Okay, that's 70. Now I should have 6 stitches. 1, 2. Okay. Now all these are going to be the same. Okay. Now I will need to add. I'll need to move these over. So I'm going to pick up one below because I really don't want to lose it. Which happens when you click the wrong key. Sometimes it's easy to work with this little. So you just go, pick it up. Okay, now arrow in so you can see what you're moving over. And I want this. I can always delete the rows as I need it. Okay. Now what I did on this side, I have to do on this side. So This needs to come over one. Again, these are the decreases. Okay, I'm going to do a save so I don't lose everything again. And this is going to cost be my fire truck. Okay, let's put this into sweaters. Do I have a sweater? No. No. So we'll just put it into underneath the bond. I'll find it later. You can call it whatever you want. Okay. Highlight the two. Okay, and then hide some rows. You want to try to, when you hide them, you want to try to hide them even so you can add them even. Okay, continue copy and pasting. And copy paste, drag and drop. Just want to make the left side look like the right side. And every now and then hit the Control S key to save it. What's nice with open source is if something happens and you shut it down unexpectedly, it saves it for you. Okay, and it's getting to where you can't see it. So I just format, column, hide. Bring it into the middle. And continue the pasting. Oops. It helps if you refill the paste. And just do this all the way. Okay, now this is the 6, remember? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's make it a little bit so we can see it again. Format, column, hide. Now I'm going to have to unhide that when I get down here. Okay. So just fill this up just to there. Fill this up just to there, because now we're decreasing. Okay, I have to unhide this. Format, column, show. Now I've got all of it, and I really don't want all of it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hide those 52. No, I want that one. Yeah. And I'm leaving the one. Oh, wow. If you let go of the clicker when you're doing this, I want that one to show. Okay. There we go. Format, column, hide. Bring it back into the center. Come back up here and just continue filling it in. Either by copy and pasting, or drag and dropping, or filling with the border and the exits. bottom of the sleeve. Very tiny sleeve. Okay, I don't think I wanted to do that. Okay, this is what the finished sweater looks like. And just trial and error, copy paste. Just follow the patterns. Now, and remember to save. Now on my front, which is what this is, I am going to be putting a fireman, a fire truck. And I want it right about in here. So pretty much, I'm thinking, because here's the arms. I don't want it up in here as too far up, but I'm figuring right about here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to change those colors to a different color. My base color, I believe, is going to be a light blue. So I'm just going to go ahead, that was my fonts. So I'm just going to go ahead and do my fill in a light blue. Now I'm going to bring that up. Let's see. I'm going to bring this. It would probably help if I pulled up the pattern. Now, these numbers are going to be different than what my pattern calls for. So what I'm going to do, I am pulling, as we're speaking, I am pulling up the image of the sweater, of the fire truck that I am going to use. Not the one I need. Let's see. Open with Photoshop. I use Photoshop for my tweaking my pictures. And what I'll do is I'll take this picture and I'll upload it to get it converted to squares. I don't think I did it yet. I don't think I did that yet. Yeah, I have not done that yet. But what I'll do is I'll just take my image that I have, and it'll come across. I've got one similar to it. And I'll show you that when I get it out of my pile. Oh, I did do it. Okay. Okay, this is my image that I'm going to use, and it is numbered from 2 to 120, which my actual design, let me dig up a ruler, my actual design starts at 32. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here where my design starts. I'll make it bigger so I can see, so you can see. Starts at 32. Okay. Now, I need to have it increase up to 120. So I highlight the 32. I don't know why it's doing that. I gotta fix that. It's coming up as blue. And then I go up to 1. Okay, and I need my pattern will stop at 90. Why did I go in reverse? Oh, it went down. That's special. Okay. When that doesn't work, you create a formula. Okay, and I want to add 1 to that number, so that's 33. Then I will copy and paste it. Helps if you have it on the right keyboards. Copy and paste it. Let's see how high my numbers get. 97. Okay, and where did I say it had to be? It has to be 90. Okay, so I don't need these there. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so these can be red. Okay, so there's my area. Now, my numbers on the bottom. First one that has the image. Is number 10. Okay. So I want these to go up in number. Up until about 82. Okay, that's 82. So I have 2 extra. So I am going to, because I want it even. So I will figure out where even is. So first I need to figure out even on the thing. 82, half of that is 41 on each side. So that is my even point. And I'm just going to put a arbitrary color there. Because I want to move all these, including 2 of those. And I'm just going to copy and paste it. And that will effectively move it over without changing my numbers. Okay, now that's 82. But what that did do, it changed my center color. See, I want these at 40, 41 and 42. So we copy that. Okay, there, 41 and 42. Now, I have a total of, let's see, where's my, okay, so I have a total of 122. So my center, 122 is, 120 is 61. So 61 and 62 are my center. So right here is the center of the sweater. So I'm going to change that to, again, just an arbitrary number, color, excuse me. Now, I had the center of this one, which is right here. So this is my center of my image, and I just use the dark blue, so I am going to move. You do not want to include your marker for the, you just want to include the blue area and the numbers, because those are going to be changing. Okay, so I want to move this about there. Yep, right there. See, and it still puts me center, but these white things need to be made red. Well, I don't, you can ignore it, but it looks very red. Okay, so there is my square for my image. It don't look centered, does it? Alright, let me see what happened. Hang on, I gotta crooked that a little bit so I can see it. Alright. So I have 122 divided by 2, so that is 100 minus 2. 122 divided by 2 is 61 on each side. So I come up here with 61. Is that 62? I'm just going to make this easy for myself. Okay, so that is my center. And that, so it's got to go over 1. Okay, so we have what I'm basically doing is trying to place that blue square into the center. Okay, 2 more back over. Okay. So it has got to come over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, it looks like. Okay, so let's see if we can get it. 1, 2, 3. That looks most even, doesn't it? Of course, it's not going to look even with this. I'm just making my white red. Okay. Got my 82. Now it looks centered. Okay, now, and at this point I will transfer this image. How close can you see? Ooh, this image to, so there's the numbers down the bottom. And if you want to know where I got it, that's the address. Very good site. Now I'm not going to do that on camera because I'll just put it at the end. You just take whatever's in column 1, row 1, and put it in column 1, row 1 of your square. Thank you for watching, and we'll talk later. Okay, this is what my front of the truck, fire truck, is going to look like. It kind of looks like a fire truck. Looks more like a fire truck on the video than it does on my screen. But anyway, I basically took my chart, which is numbered, and I just followed that's the chart. See, it's got numbers on the side. So I just renumbered the columns and just transferred each little fun little block. Now it's not exact, but it's my truck. And the bottom, and just kind of like connect the dots. Hope you like it. Hope you had fun with it. Let me know. Drop me a line if you use this method. And have a good day.